Don't know what you're saying. You're flying higher than a plane.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my favorite alight motion transitions. This is a new type of video that I'm starting. I gotta get rid of this, but this is just like my personal favorite transitions. They could be your most hated, but they're my most loved for alight motion specifically. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first one is going to be a masked circle zoom out. So what you want to do is just go ahead and add a simple zoom out transition to your photo, your first one at least. Make sure that it zooms out. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I'm trying to move my keyframes, and then I'm just going to do my graph right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on this shape circle. I'm going to make it white just because that's the color I always use. Make sure you cut it, and then on the first keyframe, make sure it's at 0 so you can't see the circle. And on the second one, make it so it's like kind of filling most of the screen, but not the entire screen. You don't want it to touch these edges right here, you know? So yeah, I'm just going to adjust the keyframe, do the graph, you know, same old yada yada. I'm going to put this picture on the screen right here just in case you guys want to copy this transition as well. It's the masked circle. I made this on Video Star. I'm sure you can make it on Alight Motion too, but I just made it on Video Star, and I've saved it ever since. But it is only specifically for the color white, so keep that in mind. Now on your photo, the circle, go ahead and go into Matte Masking Key, and then just select the color black, and then it should be gone, the black. So now go ahead and go into the zoom panel on your masked photo of the circle. And on the second, add 2 keyframes. On the second keyframe, zoom it in so there's no more white. And then just do your out graph. This looks like this. I need to make sure that looks right. Okay. Now go ahead and finish the zoom out transition. So this time we're going to zoom it in, you know, very simple. So now it looks like this. We don't want to do that. Yeah, this is the final transition. Definitely 100% add motion blur, because if you don't, it's gonna look really weird, and like, well, it's not gonna look weird, it's just not gonna look as smooth as it usually would be if you added it. So I'm just saying, I highly recommend adding motion blur to it. So my next favorite transition definitely has to be a layered spin. I don't do these often, but when I do, I really love them. So what you want to do is zoom your photo out as much as you want. Oh, get rid of tiles, don't add tiles on just yet. I'm going to zoom mine out to 650, just so it's like a simple number to remember. Then I'm going to go ahead and do that to my second photo as well. Just zoom it out to 650. You can do as much or you can make it closer or like further away. It's whatever you want. So go ahead and do a simple spin right here. I'm just going to do 90 degrees, you know, fun, I guess. And then just do your graph, and then go ahead and duplicate it. This time you want to make sure that you change the color. You can make it any color you want. Once again, I'm going to do white. And then I'm going to change the direction in which it goes. So instead of being positive 90, it's going to go negative 90 this time. So as you can see, they're kind of like changing against each other. Always make sure that the bottom layer is on the very top, just because that's the original photo. So it looks like this so far. You can also go ahead and duplicate the other layer as well and make that a different color. I'm just going to make it pink. But this time you want to make it, like, you can make a positive, just make it go the different way in the positive. So it's going to be like 190 this time instead of just 90. So it looks like this so far. Now you can go ahead and just finish this transition. It's kind of hard, so if you forget what keyframes you did, just go back and look. I mean, the picture's right there. So now we're just going to do negative 90 for this photo. Duplicate it. Make sure to always put it towards the top. And we're going to make this one the color white. And then we're going to make it positive 90 instead of negative 90 this time, you know. Do our out graph. And then just duplicate this photo as well. Instead, make it pink or whatever. And we're going to make it negative 190 this time, you know. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. You could add on overlays, which would make it look really nice. But I'm just going to add on motion blur because, I mean, yeah. You could always change the colors. You could always just do different pictures in the background or change the opacity. These look really good on like bright overlays, so yeah. So my last favorite transition is just literally a simple cube spin. So what you want to do is go ahead, go onto your photo, 3D, and you can choose a cube or box, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat, I guess. I always make sure I change the coloring because it changes it for some reason, and I don't really know why, but I hate it when it does that. We're also going to change the distance a little bit. I'm just going to do a normal cube, just like not the zoomed out kind, just like whenever it spins like on the photo, you know what I mean. You'll see what I mean. I always tap the middle button. I add 2 keyframes, and on the second one I move it the opposite way, but I move it a lot, so it's like -140 instead of like -90. I don't know why I used to do such small keyframes. Then I do my smooth graph, so now it looks like this so far. I'm going to copy that. I'm obviously going to get rid of the keyframes afterwards, but I just don't want to have to redo the entire like dimensions. Ew, pretend I never said that. I just don't want to have to redo all the settings of the shape all over again. So this time I'm just going to do positive like 140 or something, you know? Okay. But instead I'm going to do an outgraph. It's pretty simple. And I'm also going to go ahead and do a tiny bit of directional blur, just because you can't really add a motion blur to 3D shapes on any type of editing platform other than AE, so. And yeah, this is the last transition. That's my favorite. It's the cube, and it's so smooth, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of simping over Stanley Barber right now, but we're not going to talk about that. Cancel Netflix. I can't stand them for canceling the show. Literally, it had so much potential, and they just canceled it. Anyways, yeah. And yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if it helped you out, and comment down below any tutorial requests that you guys may have. We hit 22,000 today. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Also, the 20K edit was posted yesterday, so if you want to go check that out, go check it out. Yeah, I love you guys. Bye.
I was hanging with you, and then I realized I didn't think it was true. I was surprised when I found out I'd fallen for you.